It's almost like he doesn't want to slowly lose himself to becoming a monster. Welcome back to the channel. If you would, click the link pinned in the comments. Go listen to our brand new song, Among the Phoenix. It released last weekend, and it's been amazing seeing the response. Support my band, City of Sound. We are an independent cinematic rock band. We write, produce, and make all of our own music. So please go check us out if you would. Also, I have noticed that we have a lot of people that come to the channel that are not subscribed. So help me get to 100,000 subscribers, as it helps with sponsors and keeping the channel alive and helping me make a little bit of money off of the channel. So if you'd subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Finally, thank you for all the support lately and listening to our music and coming out to our shows and yeah, just promoting us on socials. It means a lot. So I don't know. I'm super bad at plugs. I love you. So I first heard this a few weeks ago, played it out of order, was told a million times about it, finally got back on track, and I listened to the first two songs of the Troy saga, making sure I get everything right, last week. And I believe now I'm on the third song of the saga, and it's something really interesting to me. For anyone who hasn't seen this, that's watching this right now, go watch the first vid that I made of the first two songs in the saga. It's called Epic the Musical, and it is fascinating, and I'm still learning a lot about it. I cannot remember the creator's name right now, so I apologize. This animation for the song is from a channel called Woofy the Witch, which I will put in the description if you want to go check it out. And I just find it really interesting. It's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. I'm actually excited to see where it goes. So today we are going to watch Full Speed Ahead. Yeah, we're just going to watch it. For some reason, people watch me watch things, which is amazing. That's what we're going to do. Jorge Rivera Herrans, that's the name of the creator. I'm sorry, my bad. All right, welcome to the worst YouTube ever. All right, here we go. This is a shorter one. It's only 3 minutes long, so let's do this. Okay, so at the end of the last one, I think it was called The Horse and the Infant, and then I'm Just a Man. It ended very dark, where Odysseus, I believe it's Odysseus, because it is loosely based on the Odyssey telling the story, was going to kill a child, and then it ended with what I suppose him dropping the child off the edge of the wall, which is super dark. No idea what happens next, so here we go.
Six hundred men under my command, with only one goal in mind: make it back alive to our homeland.
Okay.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance,
it's what lies in between.
And Ithaca's waiting, my kingdom is waiting, Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead.
Love his voice. Pause real quick. I'm actually going to start this over again. I'm sorry. It's only 50 seconds in. Is this an actual loop playing here? It's probably sampled out from a plugin, but it sounds like it's actual loop, which is really great. Yeah, that's cool. Captures the world really well.
600 men, 600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind:
make it back alive to our homeland.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance,
it's what lies in between.
And Ithaca's waiting, my kingdom is waiting, Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead.
I love the transition kind of into it's the chorus because it leads into a turn, but it almost feels like it's going to be a pre-chorus, but then it just drops to the tag full speed ahead, which is really great writing because it doesn't go to where your ear expects it to go to, and it feels even better and it gets to the point, which I really like. Writing wise, it's actually done very, very well. They map the world very well and get the point across, but it's not like over exposition, if that makes sense, and it stays on theme. And it makes you like relate to the characters, which I do really like in terms of the writing. You know, I said this on the last video that I did at the beginning of this. Like, I genuinely like don't enjoy musicals, particularly for me. They're just not for me. And one of the things I actually do enjoy about this, even though it's not like this wouldn't usually be my thing. I'll be completely honest. It wouldn't usually be my thing. I love the way that they capture the world of like ancient Greece and then put it into the writing, but give it a modern turn. Really interesting, but also like modern melody, which is interesting because it is a touch more poppy in a sense. And I don't mean in terms of like pop music. I just mean in terms of like popular top lining. So it keeps the ear interested. And I mean, it at least keeps me coming back. I mean, I'm back here making another video. So it obviously has worked in some sense. So let's keep going. I love the way that they just kind of took that pre-chorus to chorus, changed the chord progression, came right to the tag, full speed ahead, delivers the message. You understand what's going on. Yeah, this is really good. Love his voice.
Captain, you really got 600 men. 600 men with big mouths to feed. And we run out of supplies to eat. First the war of whose stores depleted. 600 men. 600 reasons to take what we can. So, Captain, what's the plan? Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to land. There will hunt for food, my second in command.
Great writing.
Now for speed
We're up, and away we go. We're up, and away we go. We're up, and away we go.
Captain,
Volunteers.
look! There in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe they're people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food, who knows?
Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No. Polities gear up. You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now for speed ahead.
Ooh, okay. Panda electric guitar has already come in on the riff right on this final movement. Love that. But real quick, one thing I actually do like is they're bringing up like this ethics question again, and you wonder whether or not killing that child is like staying with him, and it's almost like he doesn't want to slowly lose himself to becoming a monster. So even like calling off, you know, raiding the place and now wanting to save lives, that might not be the commentary. That's just something I'm starting to like pick up on, and I wonder if it comes in later songs, almost as if he's carrying this guilt with him, and almost he's trying not to be such a warmonger because he's actually worried that he's slowly losing his humanity. It's interesting. He's slowly losing his humanity while all he's trying to do is get back to love. There's a message in there.
Up. You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now for speed ahead. For speed ahead.
Guitars are great.
Full speed ahead.
We're up, we're off, and away we go.
We're up, we're off, and
For
away we
speed
go.
ahead.
We're up, and full speed ahead.
Okay, real quick. One of my favorite things right here is, in the outro, there's like these like pan guitar riffs that come in that add a little grit and distortion into it, which is dope. But there is a bass line in here, if you listen closely, that adds such a depth to it, and it like starts to make it punch a little bit, and it starts to tease the tension of what lies ahead. And then they do like the cinematic tom hit right at the end to like close the song out. This is very good writing and arrangement, and I genuinely appreciate it. So listen for this.
600 men can make this whole place burn.
It says burn.
Now full speed ahead.
And then you start to get this distortion.
We're up, we're off, and away we go. Full speed ahead.
Boom, doo, doo, doo. It's great. Yeah, I really love the choice of adding in that bass line underneath it for like the last 8 bars of the song. And you already have like the guitars in there for like 4 bars, I think, and like hitting the riff, and it adds energy, but it also adds darkness, even in their hope of them being like, no, like we don't want anyone to die. Like, let's go see who's there. Maybe there's like some food and like there's a hope there. There's an underlying theme tone in those guitars and the bass of like, shit's about to get real. And I genuinely like that. I just really like how these are done. I appreciate something that is so well cared for, if that makes sense. Like, I love art that is cared for. We live in a like day and age where like, look, I'm a part of the problem, where I'll get pulled in a studio and it's like, we need a song for this artist in 24 hours. And you just like have to throw it together and produce it up, and you write it and you just throw it off, and that's it, right? It's made for TikTok, blah, blah, blah. With my band, I will take months to write a song, to produce it, because we care, because it matters to us. And it's like something that we are creating. And it makes me appreciate other people that are like sitting down and taking the time to like truly create something that is like an artwork, and they literally put it out into the world, because it's really rare now that people are genuinely creating something that generates community, that generates interest. Like the fact that people are doing these, what are they called, animatics, to this stuff is a testament to how cared for this is. And that's important to me. That might sound super cheesy or pretentious, I don't know, but it's genuinely just how I feel. I'm so much more likely to enjoy something I wouldn't usually maybe like or be a hobby, simply because I can feel that someone truly cared and like loved it in the creation of it. And you can feel that in this. Like, there's a lot of like love and art in the creation. So yeah, I'm going to finish out the saga. And then I'll probably check out the other ones too, once I have time. But yeah, full speed ahead. It's a very, very cool story that they're telling, with great arrangements and great writing, great production choices. It's subtle, but adds depth to all the words, and yeah, great top line. So full speed ahead. All right. Epic the Musical. I did not expect to ever find something like this. But it's great. And I genuinely like it, but most importantly, like, I really appreciate it.
Trace of a heartbeat, bring back the futures we lost, tear down the anthems still rising. I know it's not too late for us. Out of sight, time and reason, I hope to be better. Are we meant to cross the dying lines and walk to promise together? I'm a distant defeatist, horizons will never forget how a way where love was captured